right. Good morning. Good morning. It is morning where I am. So good morning to you. To you. I hope the sun is shining where you are, or shining down upon you. It's nighttime. I hope it's cool and chillaxing. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello, and happy Friday, you guys. Happy Friday. If you practice, happy Friday. Happy Friday to you. Today, I just wanted to tie up some loose ends, finish up stuff that we started last week, this week. We'll talk a little bit about that, but today, really, I'm going to be finishing up this painting. Wolverine. There's not a lot left, so I figured it'd be quick and easy, be hanging out, it'll be chill. Today's not going to be a long live, maybe a little bit over an hour, so I'll get past all this rambling fairly quickly. I just need to tie up that background. See, it's kind of a little muddy. That's muddy. Tighten up the lines, add some color. I want to add some joie de vivre on the shoulders here of Wolverine, so that's what we're going to work on today. So I'm going to put my reference here. Actually, I'm going to put him here. Now you might be wondering why I got all this stuff, other stuff. So some of the stuff that we was working on this week that I will be picking up next week after the long weekend here in the States. This is a piece that I started that I want to finish. Judge Dredd, Judge Death, and Judge Anderson on Blue Line. See if we can get that taken care of. I'm still up in the air of how I want to tackle this Hulk piece that I did. These are the pencils on artboard. The recreation of The Incredible Hulk, issue 224 from 1978. I was but a twinkle in my parents' eyes. I don't know if I'm going to tighten up some of these pencils. I don't think I will be able to, considering the type of texture this artboard has, so I might just spray the whole thing in fixative and then add a wash of gouache and gesso, and then just start adding that. But anyway, that's something that we'll be taking care of next week, maybe. I don't know. I'll let you guys decide. Anyway, that's that. And I did a recreation homage to this cover of Conan, number 78. For this badass character, Battlestar Barbarian. I will share that with you guys later on the stream. As you can see, I got some other reference material that I need for that particular piece, and I'll talk about that before we end today. But for now, I'm gonna set up the table, get my canvas in front of me. Do you guys really care for the other camera that shows the palette? If so, you let me know. I'll throw it back on. If not, we'll just do this. All right, so that's my guy. That's my reference. This is my coffee. All right. My dirty water. That's the same water I was using when I was painting this thing in the first place. I got my colors here. I'm not going to use my porcelain bowl. I'm just going to use my paper palette. So I'm just going to move this aside. Turn that off. Good morning, Saboteur. What the? I'm just gonna go ahead and finish this painting here. I want to finish the week on a chillax note. Know what I mean? And finish this Wolverine cover. Well, this X-Men cover starring Wolverine. Finish my Joe. All right. Get my weapons of choice. Happy Friday, Sabo. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing good. I know you don't do much for the weekend, allegedly. I hope you do this time. I like how rough it is. It doesn't have too sharp details, so we're gonna keep it that way. Let's just work on the stuff that we can, and just hang, man, hang and bang. Put a little blue. You work on weekends too, man? Boo. Boo on you. Boo on them. Boo this man. Boo the man. You work on weekends, Sabo? Wow. Wow. That's whack. In my best Al Pacino. That's whack. Not cool. All right. I'm gonna need more blue. Actually, that's not too bad. I see. Wow, man. I commend you, bro. But you gotta take care of yourself, man. I'm gonna darken this background while we're here. I should go left to right, because I am a righty, but who cares? Hopefully I won't have to mix too much paints today. Nine to 10 hours. Oof. Those are crazy hours, man. But do you at least enjoy what you do? Hopefully? No? Maybe? What is joy? That's tough, man. 5 to 9 now, starting my main. Ugh. 5 to 9? That's only 5 hours. 4 hours? I can't count. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you, man. So, those are some of the sacrifices we make, right? And you're a parent, so the stuff we do. There goes my. So I hear you, man. In the tech field, I used to be on call all the time. Not so much late, but my boss was always weird like that. I'll call you late, but you don't have to pick up the phone. Then why call me? I think that in some cases it's just power tripping when it came to my case. I can say stuff like that because I'm never going back. Boop, boop, boop. That's the bridge over the River Kwai. I can't wait to bloom that thing. You'll never stop doing that. I used to be very old school. When my kids get this age, I'm gonna kick them out. Now I'm like, stay, pay a bill. You can stay as long as you want. You know, obviously, when they are at the stage of finding their significance, others, and then, let them go. Yeah, brother. But yeah, I'm going to. I just saw your stuff on the vertical. I can't wait for the long weekend, man. Even though I have to stop saying, even though I'm not working, I technically am. I am treating this what I'm doing as a 9 to 5, bro. Bro, that's how my daughter talks, bro. That's kind of like the switch that I've been having to go through the last several months, this year, really. That level of commitment that if I am to be a professional artist, if that's what it is that I am calling myself, you got to do professional artist stuff. And I always read these biographies of these artists that I follow or admired, and the struggles they went through, but also the triumphs. But those bros and dudettes, no days off. One of the pop artists that I constantly go through his books, Mort Kunstler, I'm probably mispronouncing his name. They said he worked every day. Weekends, he worked through honeymoons. He worked through vacations. He was prolific. I don't want to do that. But not me. Hold on, let me switch this to live chat because you gonna whale? Can I lower this? I don't want to close it. The pole is like right in the way. Can you believe I just had a moment. I'm looking at my playback and I'm looking at the painting on the vertical screen and nothing's happening. I'm like, is it frozen? It's because I wasn't painting. So I'm like, oh man, I'm having technical difficulties. No, mental difficulties. I guess I'm not going to be able to get it as smooth as I'm expecting. Is it? It is work for you getting up, doing the routine setup. Yeah, yeah, man. Absolutely. And I have to. It's like one of the worst things that happens to you when you lose or you get your job situation changes is all dressed up, nowhere to go. Which is where I think most of the people that, if they do, suffer from depression or whatever, or get down about it. What is the downside for you? You don't have time to work on what you want. Chasing that bag? Yeah, bro. Yeah, I understand. And then it becomes a question of how important is this hobby of ours? Because honestly, it's just a really time-consuming hobby. Enough that we want to make it more than a hobby. And it's hard to explain this, what I'm doing, to people that know my situation and know that I'm not making any money. Not anything substantial. Yeah, I sell some prints and stuff like that and the occasional painting. They don't understand. Oh, so what are you doing? Well, I'm drawing and painting. That's it? Yeah, yeah. I feel like more so than ever that it is my calling. All right, come on, man. To do it. But people end up having a different idea of what art is and what you should be doing with your own life. These are people that collect art and appreciate art. They'll go and buy art, just not your art. They don't see this as art sometimes, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. I can't be trying to live off of other people's dreams, bro. I mean, it's not worth it. It is not worth it. Wolverine looks good. Thank you. Thank you. It's hard to mess up John Romita's pencils, right? Even if I was trying to add a little bit of schmel in there. Too much water. Oh, dude, I gotta show you the barbarian from yesterday. That was so fun to do, man. It really was. It was great to just kind of like use some of the old. It really did change the story. It almost made me want to draw something, add something else. To the piece, but restraint, man. I'm also trying to practice kind of like the stuff that I see from the people that I follow, like Alex Ross and stuff, where he would recreate. He loves to recreate like Kirby paintings, Kirby drawings, that type of stuff. I'm no Alex Ross, but it is what it is. Ooh. And one of the things that I like is paying respect to those artists that I grew up looking at and admiring, more so now as an adult. The whole I'm gonna draw it in my style conversation. I'm gonna go to the comic book store today, where I have my paintings hanging up. I got 3 of them in there. I have my Punisher, Spider-Man, and Daredevil. And I'm going today because I haven't seen where they're displaying the Punisher. I was able to see and take a picture of where they're displaying the other 2. So that's what I'm gonna do today. And then I've been talking to another comic book store. This one's a little closer, about the same type of stuff, displaying my work there to get sold. So wish me luck. Should be cool. Which I think is why I'm doing on some of these smaller pieces. Business-wise, I think it makes sense to make these a little bit smaller, more attainable for people to grab. And then have them say to me, do you do anything bigger? That's when you hit them with a buy. Yes, sir, come here, talk to me. Hit them with the snake oil salesman act. Right? I think. What would it be, kid? Talk to your dad. Grab 2 of them. Be like the Russian dude, man, from Rounders. Pay this man his monies. Maybe start doing some appearances, hide my face, be a symbol. Start talking, referring to myself in the 3rd person. Mellow doesn't do indie. Mellow doesn't do black and white. I didn't do any black ink over here. Mellow doesn't sign autographs. Boy, I'll be in there like, I got a pen. Sir, I don't want you to sign that. It is done. Thank you. All right. I think we're good with that background. Let it dry. This is a little lighter than I wanted, but that's okay. I don't want to tweak it or mess with it too much. Where's my Brits? 943. Yeah, today's gonna be a short stream, which is okay with me. Got some stuff to take care of a little bit after 11. Yeah, people don't want things to say. Oh yeah, that's why you gotta stamp it real quick on their way out. Thanks, Mister Whap. Dude, I was corny. I have the wax. I was gonna start doing wax monogram of my first initial. I'm like, man, they don't even know who you are. You're gonna start monogramming and stuff? I'm gonna put a little bit of this. I'm gonna see if I can add a little bit more life. Should be drawing and painting all day. Yeah, I know. So, dude, that question right on the poll. I saw artist, an IG post today. 80 draws, thank you. 80 draws comic. Comment with the word fire. And they said in the, I wish I would have kept it. I didn't know I was going to talk about it, but it kind of stuck on me. It was one of the things I read today in my when I go through my IG scroll. It said that that drawing for them isn't performative art. That they feel some type of way as soon as the camera or people start watching. It makes them feel different. And they were saying personally, they weren't trying to, like, I don't think they were trying to turn their nose on anybody else. And I didn't take it that way either. But I think they're not lying. It is a very personal thing, the drawing part. So that was what my poll question was. Do you think drawing and doing this stuff on live streams, Nova Draw, sorry brother, I have my window over your name. My apologies. Nova Draws comic. Good to see you. That it becomes performative art. And I've seen that from some artists that I used to follow. Where they have to become a character or have to be something else, and they have to kind of like distract themselves and from what they're doing. I don't want to be a character. As goofy as I am, and this is what y'all get. This is me, man, and who I am. This is the same music I would listen to if you guys weren't here. But I do feel that it doesn't have to be performative art. I think the camera adds a layer of we're watching you. It adds a layer of what's the word I'm looking for? Imposter syndrome? You better not mess up. They're watching. But the more I've done it, the more is that even... I don't know. I don't know. So is it performative? Is it good enough for you guys to just watch the process? As an artist that enjoys watching people, I can sit and watch people paint and draw. I used to be one of those guys that would look at my kids sideways when they would watch people play video games. Now I'm like, I'll do it. I used to stream me playing Halo. But anyway, I don't think it has to be performative art. I don't think it has to be. But the algorithm doesn't. The algorithm, the our streaming service here does not support bland. Yeah. Right? They encourage people to be something else. Show them a little bit of behind the scenes stuff. Show them this, show them that. No. I think you're getting enough behind the scenes watching my table. Peeking around what I have in my general area. The music I listen to, the way that I talk. Why does it have to be performative? I don't know. It was just interesting what the dude was saying. And he was an inker. It was a great piece of work. If I can find it, I'll try to share it again. It was one of the things that I remember from watching other streamers and deciding finally that this is what I was going to try to do, that I remember saying to anybody that would listen here in my house, I'm not going to do that. I can't change. I don't want to change that. I don't want to change who I am. I just want to because at one point there was just a string of depressed artists' videos where the mask was off. Hey guys, it's the real me, man. I just want to say, and I should be, and I was sympathetic, but I also was like, that's not who I'm following. We don't have a relationship. We don't have a relationship if you were never honest with me, and now you feel bad that you can't keep up the mask. Is that hard? Is that hard? Is that even fair for me to say? I don't know. So that was one thing I just didn't want to do, and I just thought it was interesting because it was performative. What they were doing, and now they were suffering from it only because of certain financial windfalls, and all of a sudden now they're depressed. Good thing is I came into the joint depressed. I was already ahead of the curve. Oh, that's not true. You know, I don't know if this is what it is and you're selling it. I don't know. It was weird. So, can it be just somebody drawing? That's what I tried to do. One single camera angle. And I feel that even on some of my earlier stuff, I was very performative. Because I don't know how to talk to you people. What do you mean, you people? Yeah, I don't know how to relate that way. I've been down here alone for 5 years before my video career, before the stream started and the shows and the YouTube was on. So I don't know how to talk to you guys, gals. So I try to talk to you guys like I would if you were in the room. And I try not to hide any mistakes. If you notice, I'm very open about, I don't like that, because that's real. I don't know if I can follow an unfallible artist. It just becomes unrelatable. Does that even matter? What does it all mean? I didn't mean to have the get all philosophical here, but and I wasn't triggered by I promise I wasn't triggered by the dude's comment. All right, we need to get some. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting. Cause that's it. That's what I'm gonna say. What do you guys think? I know 100% yes. Is just drawing the process enough? But we live in a world we have to give to get something, right? So, all I have to offer is my artwork and whatever bit of knowledge that I gained throughout my lifetime. And I openly share that with you guys as best as I could. Because that's what friends do, y'all. I think before all this said and done, I am gonna add maybe some red, maybe. What do you guys think? I guess it would be, but drawing live to me isn't really performative. No, man, your so the way you work, the way I see you online, is very workmanlike. It's really legit, man. It's nope. This is it. Bing bang boom. I think what's so funny is when you edit over it and you go to town with your sound with your soundboard. That is hilarious. I think that part is, but the process is workmanlike. Is business. Oh, business. All right, I'm gonna put some. I think we can deepen those blacks there. Careful what you show around your desk. Yeah, a little bit. Yes, that too. Seeing what people are using. Is always fascinating. You know, I realize that everything is expensive. everything they have on their desk is expensive. I'm like, Kim Jungi, may he rest in peace. He said something really funny in one of his videos. He was showing one of his favorite pens, and he literally said in there that the people watching were going to want that pen because they think it's going to help them draw like him. And he basically shat on that idea as he was showing his skill with that pen. And I actually appreciated that. Not that he shat on us, but that level of it's not the tool. Yes. Now yes, the ruler. I'm gonna have to. The only have you gotten any requests for sponsorship? Hey, would you promote my stuff for something? For exposure. Um I had one offer and I said no. It was a coloring book website, but it was AI generated. It was set up for kids, that type of stuff, and their bargaining to me was promote it and you'll get a couple of months off discount. And I'm like, no. I don't think you've looked at my show. I don't think you've looked at my channel if you're trying to have me promote AI coloring book for kids. So I said no. But then I went and I YouTubed if there was any ads from other artists, and there was. And the first question asked was, well, did you use it ever again? And I don't got kids. My kids are old. But yeah, dude. Yeah, not comment, wink, wink. That ruler. Dude, I love that ruler only because now I use it mostly. This one here. Do you have this one? The only reason I use it is just to show it off to you. Yes. Yeah. When I was doing the book covers, they were branching out. I was doing all the illustrations for this publishing company here. And they wanted to branch out because there's money everywhere in books. And the guy, the owner, said he didn't offer me any of the children's stuff. I said, thank you, one. But then when he showed me who they sent it off to, I'm like, that's all AI. What's wrong? Wrong color. But okay. It's all AI. If it's what the client wants, you can't. How can you argue? But it will never be the first thing I offer. One of the. Oh, you have the T-square. This one. And then we both got this one because Halder got it, and neither of us knows how to use it. I know I don't. So where was I? Yeah. One of the hardest things was being presented AI art. And I had to use it as reference. Did my best. They chose otherwise, so. Then what's the point of having me? What's the point of having an analog artist if that's what you're gonna do? But it was an amazing learning experience, bar none. Crash course in book cover painting stuff I don't normally paint, if at all. I was like, yeah, I'm a painter. I was a month in to my my gouache journey. Yeah, I'm a painter. Right? You fake it till you make it, apparently. But it was dope. It was an amazing experience, and I don't regret not 1 second of it. Met some amazing people. And that's it. Some of the books are in the marketplaces, so it's really cool to see some of my stuff out in the ether. So that's cool. But some of the challenges is dealing with dealing with I don't even know how to say it, middle school art majors. I think that's the nicest way I can say it. Middle school night art majors, which was actually, oh yeah, I took art in middle school, and I know that you can do this. Okay. All right. I think this is good enough. For flash, oh dude, I used to love doing flash animation. Hold on. Before it was Adobe, was it Macro? No, what? Don't tell me. Macro Media, all of those suites. Now I can't remember any of them. Flash. There was one for websites. Oh, it was all. Yeah. Flash animation is actually really dope. And I used to follow a ton of artists on Newgrounds. Was it Newgrounds? Where you'll find some great animation and a virus on your computer. Brighten those up. Where is my brush? Director, Flash, and one more. Yeah. I can't remember. It's not Dreamweaver. Was it Dreamweaver? For websites? Yeah. It was really, those things, it was really cool, actually. I'm not even gonna poop on him. Poop! I feel like there's one more. Did it? Which is probably why Adobe bought them. Worst thing that can happen to those software. Well, hopefully they got paid. They probably didn't though. Alright, now I gotta try to get this black. Now it's none of that. Now, what's that website builder you can use now? I remember actual coding in college, briefly, and just how terrible it was. It just makes you feel like a hacker. All the coding, all the texts, and you're basically sitting there hypothesizing, hit enter, publish it, and go, ugh, it looks trash. Start again. Claude, yeah. Yep. That's not what I meant. There was one before. There's one before that you can build websites on. Is that? I think that's fine. I think he needs a little bit more oomph on the top. So I'm gonna ruin it right now. Maybe not. That's funny. Yeah. We're the choir here. We have this conversation. I'm also not a hater. I'm listening to AI music, for Pete's sake. Because YouTube is flooded by it. Because it's everybody's fault. But yeah, the championing for it, I get it. I really do. And that's the younger gen's issue that they need to deal with. You did. Thanks. You know what's great? You know what? We're while we're buds, honestly, because we'll be like, yeah, AI suck, yeah. Hey, check this out. And that's the truth. Ugh, PU, check this one out. Oh man. Yeah, and the only reason why I did it is for selfish reasons. I don't want to have my streams interrupted by ads. What I'm listening to. I do want to get monetized, so please make sure that you watch it all through my ads when they generate. And I really appreciate everybody's help in my journey to do so. It's close. Now I don't know if it is. I need about 700 more hours. And I keep thinking about the artist's 1,000 rule. You only start getting good at certain things after 1,000 times of repetition. So, it's all serendipitous for me. Oh yeah. That yellow, that adds a little bit of fuego. As Nova Draw said. Oh yeah, end of year. No, I think I'll hit it before. I stopped worrying about it. I think I'm the when. How can I put it? It just makes you think of certain things in a different perspective. You want to know the biggest benefit though that I've experienced from the change of mindset of, oh, I need to get this amount of hours, this, that, and the other, and jumping on. One, being comfortable behind the mic, and the amount of artwork that I've been producing. And I am not a proponent of quantity over quality. I don't want to be in here doing 2 streams of trash art of just subpar just so I can get hours. What's the point? And there's nobody winning if that's what I'm doing, especially me. And selfishly, it's about me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But the amount of art I've been able to do and get better at, that's really where it's at, honestly. Which benefits the people that watch, because you're not watching, well, I hope you're not watching trash art. You get to see something you haven't seen in a while or before. You get introduced to Dick Tracy. I want to start digging into some. I want to dig into some. Use your words, Mel. Public domain characters. I think that'll be cool. But that's also hard. That becomes the what we was talking about, the performative stuff. Oh, they see me draw an old character, and then it becomes, can you draw this? Well, obviously I can if I'm drawing this. But that's the biggest benefit of the mindset of trying to get these hours in, putting in work. You guys get to witness in real time progress, and I hope that's interesting. I hope that's something that you guys can go, wow, I wonder what he's doing different. And you can ask. I do not gatekeep. There's no need for me to take this with me to the grave. Yes, the Dick Tracy watch. Dude, even when it came out in the movie, which I think I was introduced to Dick Tracy from the film. I don't, maybe a little bit from the Sunday Funnies. But that was, I mean, that thing is revolutionary. Was. All I did was black and white. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe. Well, who didn't? Who didn't? They were so sexually charged, man. Her and Warren Beatty during the promotion of that movie. Good gravy. I'm curious who they were trying to sell that stuff to. My cousin, one of my cousins from Puerto Rico, he was learning how to speak English. Well, he was trying to learn how to speak English more comfortably by watching Madonna videos and concerts. So one of the things he would like to say throughout the day, just randomly, is, "I promised myself I wouldn't cry," and I'd be like, what is happening? What are you doing?" Ay, ay, ay. I can't fault anybody for trying to get better in anything, even if they're trying to learn English listening to Madonna. I think it's dope. I think it's hilarious. All right. I'm almost done here. I think all I'm doing is noodling, but I want to add a little bit of mole highlight in the center. I am really, did you see the cover I showed yesterday? I bought The Spirit by Ostrander and Mandrake. And the cover is done by Glenn Fabry. I knew I wanted to talk about it, and then I put it away, because that's what I work against myself. And Fabry, like Beasley before him, and Corbin, they all have like this real gooey, lumpy anatomy to their figures that I love, man. Love, man. Let me show you. Oh, my quality's dropping, so let me go get something. Home network. If I can get sponsored by some for real Wi-Fi peoples, man, my home network is trash. Absolutely just pitiful. Did it get better? Sometimes if you... It actually did. It's still trash. Fix your stuff. This cover. Look at that gooiness. So that's what I've been trying to emulate. That's what I've been studying. I love that stuff. But man, look at the glove. How the hell do you get that? Not even how you get it. What comes to your mind to get that texture? And he really doesn't share so much. I have his how to fantasy anatomy. What is it? Hold on 1 second. I'll say it right. Anatomy for fantasy artists. And although it has his name, it only shows one bit of his process. So I think we got robbed. Anyway, so that's what I'm trying to emulate. Some of it is airbrush, especially the effects in the eyes, but he mostly works in acrylic. Which, that's why I keep thinking that I might be alright if I was to switch over to acrylic, but I don't, because I'm stubborn. And I want to see if I can create and upgrade my art, if that makes sense. I'm at the point of the painting where I don't even care about cleaning my brush anymore when I switch, which is a no-no when it comes to gouache. Gouache. I heard a British channel call it gouache. I also have to, so I don't know how he does it. I have an idea. I've seen it done. There's another, you familiar with Ewan? Another amazing artist and creator from the UK. I think he's emulating kind of like the same stuff, but his work is really good. I don't want to keep adding too much yellow here. It just needs life. Certain spots. That's way more than what that Wolverine has. But I think it works. Plus, it's the way that acrylic can sit on top of dark colors. And you can blend it and have it come out that way. It's a bit more difficult with gouache just because of the way it pulls up the lower layers. So the best I can do is try to get manipulate it. There was like black here for some reason. All right. Now we're 20. I think we're good. I think we're good. Add my effects again. I'm gonna add some yellow spritz up here just so it can look like lights coming down. That's one of my, I guess, was beginning to be one of my signature. As if I'm the only one that does paint splatter. It just gives the impression of light in the air. You guys probably can't see so much of it. I once was using a toothbrush to do this effect, and I had put too much water. So when I went to give it the old, it just spilled all over. All right, I think that's cool where it's at. Do the same to move this. Clean my brush. So, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next week. I got some inking to do. Have you done any airbrush, Sabo? I don't think I've ever done any airbrushes. I remember they used to be the rage. I had a Ren and Stimpy airbrushed shirt that said Mel's Gym. And it had Ren flexing. That's right, I was going to add a fang. A little dab. You should, man. Little tss, tss, little tss, tss. Would look dope. But I guess our poor man's airbrush is this here, the spritz. Trying to convey movement. I think all this needs is a signature. Yeah, that's not too bad. All right, put my stuff away. I think today, all I'm gonna do today, once this all is said and done, is clean up my area. And that's it. Yeah, dude, this dude was great. I didn't really have to add anything else. I might have to tweak that piece of his arm, just because the dark color is just eating up the yellow. So I have to build it up the way I did on the top. That's it. Let's see the OG. Skapow. I can respect it. That's a pretty good homage. Let's just be, it's a good copy. He copied it. That's a good copy. And that's all we ever want. A good copy. I can put my stuff away. That feels good. I'm one of those dudes that if I don't finish something, it's like hanging over my shoulder. Just hanging over me. See how neurotic I am? I'm trying to get everything square. But yeah, I think all I need to sign, I really wish I could have gotten a bit more solid on that bottom piece, but it is what it is. Now that makes it look like a shadow. We got some spritz, we got some action. It doesn't look static. Looks fun, he's smiling. Yeah, man, yes. And Friday on a high note. That's all I wanted. Do this. All right. I'm going to embrace the long weekend. I probably will not be back on until Tuesday. Give me a good chance to refresh and reset. And think about what I really want to do for my next piece. And maybe I'll start the pencils on your piece, man. Do I have... Where's my phone? No, I don't know if it's in my phone or... Alright. Because that's the piece you sent me, right? Do you have the font for that? Well, what sucks? Oh, about not coming back till Tuesday? Dude, you... This is the one I'm going to try to do the portrait on. Is that white Michael enough for you, bro? Because I can't find this image where they used... I think that's close enough. It actually might be the image. They just kind of like, I kind of like this one though. It's a little bit more like, Eddie, are you okay in that? Anyway. Who knows? On a impact. Okay. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. Ear. Well, you don't like the ponytail? That's so funny. You're nuts for that, though. I appreciate it. It's here. I think I have to keep my color palette away from the sun. I was thinking of putting that in three forms. Visit. It'll be visit by itself. Never land. But if you wanna, ooh, the bubbles. Oh, it's expanding. That's 2 figures fully painted. two figures fully painted. All right, let me put this over. Bubbles. That dude really did have control over Bubbles. There's a clip of him in a meeting, like in a conference table, chilling with Bubbles, chilling with business people, conducting business. And Bubbles just kept messing around trying to get, I guess, some extra snack. And homie just hit him with the sign language. Letting Bubbles know, you better cut that out. No bananas for you. Just never land. Never on top, land on the bottom. Or never land. All right. I think I might add black acrylic. That might be the last thing I do, so that this black can pop. This is the one thing I hate. Oh, you know what I can try? I bought this acrylic gouache, jet black. I'm gonna try it. $9. Come on, y'all, help me out. Turner, help me out. I'm gonna hook up this Wolverine painting with Turner's acrylic gouache jet black flavor. Because I need it to have impact. It's either that or go with acrylic, which I don't want to do. So, better not disappoint. What time we got? 1:30? Fine. It'll be the last thing I do. Ooh. I never thought I would react like that. My word. I'm clutching my pearls. Did you see how smooth that? That was nice. All right. That was really nice. I'm gonna try to hit this thing raw. Some water here, just in case. Man. I'm just gonna hit it with a little bit of water. Water on top. Not on it, so see. Interesting. So there, the jet black acrylic gouache has is dominated by green pigment. Interesting. Wow. Wow, the Hemi, and even the that cheapo creative black gouache that I have. I like the way it looks already. See how it dries. It is dominated by blue pigment. I'm just afraid my brush may have too much water, so I'm just gonna. I don't want it to reactivate anything underneath, even though it's black. So if it does come up, all right. Moment of truth. Let me zoom in on this. Make sure you guys can see it. Well, the real test is going to be when it dries. You're nuts. So yeah, so maybe that's what I'll work. I'll start the drawing of it. I don't know if that if the sirens are in my backyard or in my music. I have a feeling it's in my backyard. I'm gonna need a bigger brush, but I like it so far. Still pulled up some of the brown from the previous layer. But that's gouache for you, so I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna puke on it for doing what it's supposed to do. But I want to use it to emphasize some deeper shadows and detail in that area. It looks good on camera. The boy looks good on the tube. All right, what time is it? 10:46 Eastern Standard Time. All right. But before I dip today, I definitely have to show you Battlestar Barbarian. All right, and let's see if we can get a little bit more smooth. And a hush over the crowd. I really do feel like I'm concentrating over here. I'm swallowing into the mic. I won't paint over everything because I don't want to lose some of those highlights. Ouch. It still took a little bit of the under layer from the chest, but I'm really not bothered by that. Getting a little thick here. Yeah, that looks good. It dries a little bit deeper than the matte of the original gouache layer underneath, which is all I want. Alright, that looks pretty good. Rinse. All right. I think that's good enough. At this point, I'm just noodling about. All right. I think it looks good. Look how small it is. That's what she said. Yeah, look how small it is. 8 by 10. It looks sharp, in my opinion. Sorry, I keep adjusting the camera. I think that's good. All right. Put stuff away so I won't make a mess. You too, Saboteur. Appreciate you. Before you dip, I know you're running. Before you dip. So this was the pencil, right? For what you call it? For the Barbarian, Battlestar Barbarian. Then I was able to scan it in, get my blue lines over, is ready to get inked. Put the title underneath. It's gonna look dope. So with that, this is what we did today. This is what we'll do in the future. Have a fantastic weekend, everybody. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to clean up. I'm going to let the music play me out. This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello. God bless you. Love you, mean it. And until next time, I will draw you later. Bye-bye.